Hello everyone and welcome to me watching a tour of my house. For those of you who don't know, there is a part of my history, personal history, that uh, I affectionately refer to as the Purge. Has nothing to do with the movies. Um, what happened was, for the first 16 years of my life, I lived in a town called Admire, Kansas. And it was the most miserable and terrible 16 years I have lived. Um, I have not added another 16 to them, so I can't do a comparison's sake, but the time I've spent away from it has been marginally better than any time I spent there. The big takeaway from that is that the entire time I lived in one house. And that was a house that we had gotten from some family, and it was a double wide trailer. Now, this is a very, very old trailer, the condition of which you'll see in a moment was pretty bad, and not just from an aspect of, you'll see a lot of mess, but the wiring was bad, the plumbing was bad, the insulation was not to be there was none of it. Um, but when the order of people who left the house, first my mom went. She went to Kansas City to get a job as a nurse. And once she got up there, she met her current boyfriend and they set up their shop. My household, to begin with, was me, my dad, my brother, and my mom. So mom goes away. School ends, and I really don't want to keep going to high school where I was. At a place called Northern Heights High School. Terrible place. And so I decided to take a chance. I knew I would not like living with the joint of my mom and my mom's boyfriend because that's just a relationship that either goes really well or terribly. There seems to be no in between on that. But but I took the chance because I needed to have a chance at a better life. So I left, and then a little bit later, um, uh, like almost a year or so, a little while after that, I don't remember the time frame. My dad finally came up, and my brother came up, and everyone was out of the house, but we weren't really financially good, so affording a U-Haul to drive from Admire to Kansas City to haul everything and then sort through it because none of it was sorted. As you're going to see, it wasn't like we could just haul it all in boxes and get it out of there. It would have taken weeks, if not months, of sorting, throwing stuff out, going through it, and doing all that stuff. So when my dad turned over the key, uh, a good 97% of everything we had ever owned or currently did at the time was still in the house. And what would later happen is um, the next owner they would start to go through some stuff. Me and Nate visited the property a little bit later and found that they started to bag some stuff up, but the property was way too dangerous for anyone who didn't know the layout, didn't know where to step. Even then, it was dangerous as hell. Um, so they burnt it to the ground along with everything inside. There was almost 2 decades worth of memories and accumulated items and precious things that we could never get out of there in time and didn't get it back. So that's why I call it the Purge. But what you're about to see is before all that. I believe at this point I had moved out and I came back and was visiting. Um, I believe I was sleeping at a friend's house because my room was not being used for storage, So I started to watch this video a little bit, and then I realized that this was getting emotional. I was like, well, I never intended for this video to be uploaded, but if I'm going to upload it, I need to show how it's affecting me, and that way I can cut out any parts that shouldn't be online. So, for everyone at home who has not seen it already, this is the house I grew up in Admire, Kansas, before the Purge. 3, 2, 1.
Hey,
Took a second.
this video won't be uploaded.
Yeah,
This is just
that's
for the
right.
people who doubt what I talk about when I say this
I
town is
tripped a little
small
bit.
and my house is crap. Or for people that need a visual. This is the road that goes beside my house.
A
That's
visual
my
of the
neighbor
road.
right there.
That's helpful.
No one lives there.
Used to.
This is gravel, in case you can't tell. It's a huge rock right there.
Gravel, it was loose gravel too. Dusty.
There's potholes in the road.
I don't
It's
know
bigger
why I
than
went into such
these
detail
'cause,
about potholes, but
you know,
eh.
weather, but that's a pothole right there. There's bigger ones over
There were. It
yonder,
was
but
like feet deep
I'm
at
not gonna
times. Terrible.
waste my time with that.
Yeah,
That's
please don't.
my house from the. This is, you can see this on Google Maps,
I don't know why you would
but
advertise that, but
right
alright.
here, this dead spot right here. This is where we used to have a car. We used to have a car sitting here, and I think that's where the jack to raise it off the ground was. It was an Oldsmobile Delta 88. It was pretty nice.
It
Thorn
wasn't.
trees. There. I planted this tree for my mom because if you notice those stumps over there, that one, oh yeah, that was a chicken, by the way. That stump and that stump. There used to be giant cotton trees that would interfere with these power lines. And when this new person moved into that house over there, they cut down the trees. And my mom was sad because this trees reminded her of her home,
Don't get
a
emotional
home
yet, man.
farm. So I took one of the leaves and I put it in the ground for like a, I don't know, maybe it would work type deal. Like, hey, we can have our own tree, and it worked. This is a cotton tree planted from a leaf. Might have been a little branch, I don't know. But these little white things on the ground here, yeah, that's bone.
It was real bone. Like, there's like a little rodent that I don't
Those
know
are
what
bones
the
in my
heck it
driveway.
was.
Well, here, I
But
think
they were
here's a
just
better
in the
one.
driveway, and I don't. It's
That
weird.
might be, I don't know. And then there's some trash over there.
That was the
Yeah.
area I filmed my infamous Hitalia voice video
Here
at.
is
Right in
my
that
brother's
driveway.
car. It is a Buick LeSabre Custom. It's pretty old. It's pretty crap inside and out. This is my
Yeah,
dad's
the
car.
ceiling
It's
was
also a
coming
Buick
out of it.
LeSabre, kind of newer. This is my possible first car.
That didn't work
It's
out.
a Pontiac Sunbird.
It was terrible. It was tiny, and the brakes didn't work.
It's kind of crap, but
We found
one of
that
my
out
first cars. So,
by accident.
oh yeah, this is my garage here.
It's no roof. No roof on it.
Holes in the sides, stop sign. This is another part of a garage. It's just where we keep some crap, and it's caved in over there. I used to be able to stand up all the way around in there, but not anymore.
It was before my giant days.
Just generally
I
crap.
missed that sled. I never got that sled back.
Backyard here, got a burn pile. Those springs are from my dad's old bed.
Yeah, whenever we
There
had
used
an
to be a
old thing we didn't
compost
want
heap
anymore,
over
we just
there,
burn it in the
and
backyard.
That's where I tried
It was
to
fun.
dig my hole to hold the china. Every kid has to do that eventually.
Yes, they do.
My dad has a little garden there, and we have these trees all along. So in the summertime, it makes a pretty good fence. There's my little puppy. Hey, Mickey. She's tangled up in the hose.
She's
'Cause
fine,
she's a
though.
Doofus.
She's whining, but she was fine.
Yeah, it's actually on her collar. Nickname of Dopey. Backyard. That's back porch. Caved in.
We
also.
never rode
It's
any of those
look at
bikes.
these
I
corners.
never learned. I never
That's
learned.
nasty. Got some stuff. Trash cans.
That bench we used to play out of. Bed railings. Figure out where that little window goes in a second. And then you can see people would just park all up in their yards. No one, didn't care about driveways back there. That's where our there's a little tiny pumpkin that's under the house, just right there under the house, just chilling. That's the beginning of my confetti. Those were I got giant maps of the world, and I cut them up. They were like Soviet era maps. Not maps from the Soviet era, maps of the Soviet era. They were meant to be like written on with magic marker or whatever. So they stank. There was a hole right in front of the door where that plank is. That's just a huge hole right inside the door. Grody ass oven. It's disgusting, dude. Never clean that thing. Ugh. It was a gas stove too. We used to make s'mores on it. It's our trash. It's our kitchen. It's a tiny ass kitchen. There's a hole there. I'm standing on a board. There's another hole. Another hole. You can see all the grime on the floor. That's like stuck on there. Open the freezer, and you can see little tiny ants. Oh Jesus! Here's my box chicken. I love that box fried chicken, man. It goes way back. I go way back with this stuff. They changed the recipe recently. It pissed me off. Cobwebs and shit. That used to be the kids area. Now it's just a pile of shit area. Look at all those pill bottles. Jesus. Just mounds of shit everywhere. That air conditioner does not work. There's another one back there.
Yeah?
Oh, that's my dad. Holes everywhere. More mounds of shit. My dad's telling me about some stuff, something he saw online.
That's based off of the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club album. That's cool.
Showing me something from probably Facebook. I don't know.
I appreciate it.
All those holes. Well, you would. I did. Me trying to show you that how just destroyed this hallway is. You had to walk on the support beams because there was no floor. So here, I actually get a pretty good shot for this. I had to turn the hall light on. See, there's board, and then your hole, just carpet holding you up there. Just pure carpet. If you knew where to stand, you could make it through pretty quick. Because, like, we couldn't get any hot water in the kitchen and the sink, so we'd have to fill up a little tub from the bathroom and take it out there if we wanted to do dishes. So we had to carry hot water through that hallway and quick.
Huh?
Oh, and Aaron's in his room,
I'm just
too.
looking about.
Wondering what I'm doing.
Out in the
Making sure I'm not filming in his room. His room was a mess. Yeah, there he is. I tried to shut his door, but his door was...
a last memories deal so I can remember what a house looks like before it gets torn down and such.
Oh,
Cloth.
he had a little cloth that he used to
I
pull
just
the door
won't-
closed because
I
it
won't
was
look
all
over here.
jacked up, so I just didn't even bother with it. There's the bathroom. Oh, jeez. There I am! Oh, God. White t-shirt days. Making my dumb faces in the... I miss that camera. It was reliable. I just left on the charger for too damn long. The sink. There's a bunch of crap all around it. It's grimy. There's wax on that heater. Surprised that thing never burned, caught the freaking house on fire. As if the freaking bathroom wasn't tiny enough. Had washer-dryer unit right in there. 2 holes. That whole floor is caved in. Just plywood on the floor. There's a little vent there. It's a toilet. Bunch of trash. That's where we kept our used hangers. And then whenever we had shirts and stuff, we had a thing on the back of the door. We'd hang it up there. Apparently Bree thinks that's funny. I don't know if you heard that. She laughed. She's watching something in the bedroom. Dragon Ball Z stickers. Gotta make sure you see those, man. You don't wanna. Those, we used to listen to music on that stereo while we took showers. And see, when I was a baby, that's the same tub I washed in when I was a baby. And now it's disgusting. I mean, look at that shit. Ugh. Mold and shit. It's gross. It's everywhere. It's all surrounded. There's no lining on it. Jesus. It's gross. And then you can see right out into the back porch. Old ass dryer, dude. Thing's fucking old. Gotta get the Maytag symbol in there. I'm freaking thorough. There's one thing you call me. You can see my brother a little bit in there. This was my bedroom. Now it's being used for storage. Got a little pantry in there, but yeah, it's freaking tiny. I was, yeah, again, a hole right inside the door. I moved my stuff around so much in this room that I just destroyed the floor. Like you can see a crack there. Bunch of storage there. Um, Cobwebs, you know, what are you gonna do? It's me trying to show that my arm span was as wide as the room. And it was. I am just about touching wall to freaking wall there. It had like a dresser built into the wall. I never got to use that closet. It was always full of other people's crap. Oh, that's one of the maps I didn't cut up. I think I eventually did. But what was it? Is it Africa? Yeah. Some reason just did not want to cut up Africa. I don't know why. But that's just the last one that survived, I guess. Do I just leave the map for Dad to deal with later? Wow, douche. Oh, the light still worked. That little hook there used to hang diapers from, I think. When I was a baby, I was in there. Got a little older. They put me in a double bed with my brother in the other room. Then I eventually came back to this room. Spent a lot of time playing video games in this corner here. Look at that just mess. That chandelier hit me in the head so many freaking times. There's me. I still have that picture. It's oh no, that's not the picture I have. I guess that picture's gone. My brother drew the first part, and then I added the little stuff around it and put my name on it. I got in trouble for that. Killer Dachshund on duty. You better watch the fuck out. Sorry, I shouldn't swear in this. Coic, that was the family that part of the name of the part of the family we got it from. This little area over here was where my brother kept his stuff when he was going out for the day. Just in that little box there on the end. Bunch of crap. That was a good table, but my brother tried to open the door once by kneeing it, seeing if he could get through. Didn't work. Just the entire floor was covered in plywood because Dad's wondering what I'm doing.
For YouTube. It's mainly for like when you move up here and we get this place blown up, demolished, or burned, whatever. Just so I remember what it looked like. I promise it'll never be uploaded on YouTube.
I promise. Yeah, oh yeah. Took me a couple of years, but finally went back on my word. You know, Presidential Award of Academic Achievement. Damn Christmas lights everywhere.
Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah. There's my dad! Hey!
The dad in his natural habitat.
He, get a little spindle. There's a whole just bunch of shit under that spindle. We had that TV in the back we got from our grandma. It was huge and it was awesome, and then the power supply messed up. So we had another TV in front of it. It was just a pain to move out, so we... There you go. My dad never misses his cue. There's on my Facebook wall.
He's fun. Hey? What was it? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure I got that.
I had a very peculiar doorbell sound. I think I demonstrated at some point in this video. It's my front porch here. Bird feeder. 2 wall units, 2 window units for air conditioning. Neither one worked. That's where a flag used to be. Those are grapevines that are dead. Both of those things are never work. They worked a little bit. They eventually just died out. Instead of moving one, we just got rid of it. Old thermometer. The windows were broken. There's wires going everywhere. I think this is where I demonstrate. Oh, there's the porch light.
I just
Ever
wanted
heard
to hear the noise.
You ever heard a doorbell make that noise? I think I tried to get a better sound recording of it.
Where's the microphone on this thing? Okay.
Got way
I
too
wanted to
damn
capture
close.
the sound in case I wanted like a sound bit.
Way too damn close.
Crazy me. Do.
602 Market Street. That's where we used to live.
Zoom out.
Nice blue sky.
Sunshiny day today. Yep, cinder blocks.
That Aaron's old hair. We used to take haircuts just outside on the porch and let the birds make nests with them. With it.
Here's this little thing.
My mom always talked about painting that thing. Never did
Tire
it.
garden. Pile of sticks that was formed like 5 years ago. This tree used to be a big looming tree that towered over the house. So we cut it down and, oh look, it's the meat wagon.
The meat wagon. Oh, jeez.
This
This is
way?
what happens when teenagers
It
listen to
is.
Pink Floyd.
Hide.
They refer to buses as meat wagons.
Hi. Nothing for me? Fine, screw you too.
You talking about, you dumb?
There goes the meat wagon.
Shut up about the
meat wagon. Anyway.
Ay, ay, ay. Those trees alongside of the house
Cut
there,
it down and
my dad's grandparents did it. He used to jump over them and they cut them down when they burned the
these
house
trees
down.
have been here since my dad was a little guy. They used to be so small you could jump over them, but now
See?
they're way big. They're tall.
See, my
Actually,
story's
there's a
consistent.
little pathway back here. Let me see if it's still open. Might have been taken over by serious iguana. I don't know. That'd be weird.
Why would I mention
Shut up
Nate?
right now. I hope that isn't poison ivy. Yeah.
Hope beyond hope.
Air conditioning thing. I don't know actually what that is, but whatever. Back here. Ow. Oh, shut up. Okay, I don't know what this stuff is. Looks like gutter and insulation. A little electricity thing. Not gonna mess with that. Oh, Mickey.
That little dachshund was
Some
always
rock.
willing to defend the house, no matter
This
who
little
against.
pathway here. Take that way, you can get out to. Ow! Get out to the end there. Now, if you go this way, you come out to the street. I tried. Spider webs all over me. I tried climbing up this when I was a little kid. Failed miserably. I think I fell from those branches up there down to this one here. That's why I sang soprano for so many years in the choir. I eventually recovered, but
It's a
haven't
dumb
quite gotten
joke.
over it yet.
It's a dumb
Let's get out the
joke.
street again.
Yeah, now we're back out here.
I think that meat wagon is for the high school kids. Is it coming back this way? I think it is. I see it over there. Is it turning?
Funny thing is, my dad actually
Is
grew
it?
up in that purple house there.
Yep, it's turning. Oh, one of the windows is open past half mast. Must sue them.
What in the hell are you? Oh yeah, there was a. They tried to implement a rule that you could only
Oh well.
lower a window
I think I hurt
halfway.
myself in there. And then we find ourselves back here again. That shell, we built that shed ourselves. Cut the wood down and everything. We got the model and everything from Sutherland's. Oh look,
Why are you focusing so much on
there's
this
the
damn
bus stop
bus?
right over there.
But that is where we got
Used to be
dropped
a video
off.
game store actually.
Yeah.
But is there two buses? There's two buses over there. There's that one and then there's that one.
Oh jeez.
What number is that? Number 21.
How would you need to know the number?
No buses are supposed to cross like that. Oh, there's you guys a little bug.
I know exactly who that is too. That's how small towns worked.
This is
You knew
it.
everybody.
21 minutes. Showed you. Whoa. There's civilians. Signs of life at last. Oh well. Oh well. Hurts my eyes to keep them open in the sunlight. Huh. And there's your little puppy. Oh, your puppy. You'll get out of that. She'll be okay. Yo, puppy. Puppy. Bubber.
Yep. That was it, man. I lived there from birth to age 16 when I finally moved out and went to Kansas City. I can say what I want about the structure being bad, but for pretty much that entire time, it was the only form of support or safety I had. One of the most dangerous buildings I've ever slept in, and it was the safest place I ever had for those years. I could say almost certainty I've never felt as much at home as I was there. Every once in a while I regret the fact that we couldn't get more of our stuff out, but you know, what good's more stuff gonna do us? You can't worry about what could have been. Just gotta go with what is, and what is we got out of that town. We're all still in contact. I had the opportunity to go to a much better place to finish my mandatory school years, and overall things are better. It's It almost looks fake to me now. Like, I think about, you dream about the past so much that when you see what it really looked like, it never is the same. Well, at least now, for anyone who was ever wondering, that's what I grew up in. So, thank you all for watching, and maybe this gives a little more of a visual to where I've been, and I don't know. I don't know. So, anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.